Hey, stop what you are doing right now, because what I am about to tell you could quietly be the difference between life and death. And most people your age are unknowingly getting this wrong every single day. I'm Dr. Naresh Krishna, an oncologist surgeon. I have operated on over 150,000 people, and I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Cancer does not just appear out of nowhere. In many cases, it grows silently, patiently, fed by habits that seem completely harmless. And today, I am going to reveal one daily habit, just one, that has the power to either protect you or slowly increase your risk without you ever realizing it. But here is the catch. You must listen carefully, all the way to the end. Because if you miss even one part of this, you may misunderstand it. And that could be dangerous. Let me ask you something. Have you ever said to yourself, I don't smoke or I don't drink much, I eat okay, so I should be fine, right? That's exactly what many of my patients used to believe until they were sitting across from me, hearing words they never expected to hear. Now, here is where it gets shocking. The habit I'm about to talk about is something you do every single day. In fact, you've probably already done it today, without a second thought. It's not something extreme. It's not some rare medical procedure. It's something so ordinary that it hides in plain sight. And that habit is how you start your morning. Yes, your morning routine. Now, before you dismiss this, let me explain. Inside your body, every single day, there are abnormal cells forming. This happens because your cells are constantly dividing. When cells divide, they copy their DNA, and sometimes small mistakes happen in that copying process. These mistakes are called mutations. Most of the time, your body has powerful systems that detect these mutations and either repair them or destroy the abnormal cells completely. This is done by your immune system, especially specialized cells like natural killer cells and T cells that patrol your body looking for anything unusual. The problem begins when your body loses that ability or becomes less efficient at it. And one of the biggest triggers that weakens this natural defense system is chronic inflammation. Inflammation is like a slow burning fire inside your body. You don't feel it, you don't see it, but at a microscopic level, it is constantly releasing chemicals that can damage healthy cells and even affect how DNA is repaired. Over time, this increases the chances that abnormal cells survive instead of being destroyed. And when abnormal cells survive long enough, they can multiply and form tumors. Now, here is where your morning habit comes in. Many seniors wake up, and the very first thing they do is reach for something quick. Tea with too much sugar, processed breakfast foods, leftover refined carbohydrates, or sometimes nothing at all. That moment right there sets the tone for your entire day. When you flood your body first thing in the morning with sugar or processed foods, your blood sugar rises very quickly. This forces your body to release insulin, a hormone that helps move sugar from your blood into your cells. But when this happens repeatedly, day after day, your cells start to become less responsive to insulin. This is what we call insulin resistance. And insulin resistance is not just about diabetes. It creates a state in the body where inflammation increases. It also leads to higher levels of a hormone called insulin, like growth factor, which can encourage certain cells, including abnormal ones, to grow more rapidly. I have seen this pattern again and again in my patients. But here is what shocked even me early in my career. Some of the people who developed cancer were not careless. They were not reckless. They were simply unaware. They believed small daily choices did not matter, but they do. Let me tell you about a patient I will call Mary. Mary was in her early 60s. She lived a simple life. She didn't smoke. She walked occasionally, but every morning she would have sweet tea and white bread. She thought it was harmless. Years later, she sat in my office with a diagnosis she never saw coming. Now, I am not saying that one cup of tea or one piece of bread causes cancer. That is not how it works. Cancer is not caused by one moment. It is built over time through patterns, and this is where the opportunity lies. Because just as harmful patterns can build disease, healthy patterns can protect you. So, what is the powerful habit that can help prevent cancer? It is this: starting your day in a way that reduces inflammation and supports your body's natural defense system. And here is exactly how you do it. When you wake up, before you eat anything heavy or sugary, give your body something it actually needs: hydration. A simple glass of water, not juice, not soda, water. After hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. Your blood becomes slightly more concentrated, and your cells do not function as efficiently. Proper hydration helps maintain the balance of fluids around your cells and supports processes like detoxification in the liver and kidneys. When your body is well hydrated, it is better at removing waste products that could otherwise contribute to cellular stress. That stress contributes to inflammation. Now, the second step is even more important. What you eat within the first hour of your day matters. Instead of sugar and processed foods, your body needs something that stabilizes your blood sugar and nourishes your cells. This means incorporating natural, whole foods, foods rich in fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains. Fiber slows down how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream, preventing sharp spikes. Healthy fats provide steady energy and support cell membranes. Antioxidants help neutralize harmful molecules called free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage DNA and other parts of the cell. Over time, this kind of damage can accumulate and increase cancer risk. Antioxidants act like protectors, helping to reduce that damage. These foods do something remarkable. They don't just fill your stomach, they actively fight inflammation. And when inflammation goes down, your body becomes stronger at detecting and destroying abnormal cells. But here is where many people go wrong. They try to change everything overnight. That never works. The key is consistency, not perfection. Even one small change repeated daily can have a powerful effect over time. Now I want you to pay very close attention to this next part, because this is where most people are shocked. It is not just what you eat, it is how your body responds to stress in the morning. When you wake up and immediately feel anxious, rushed, or overwhelmed, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol. Cortisol is useful in short bursts because it helps you respond to challenges. But when cortisol stays high for too long, it suppresses your immune system. A suppressed immune system is less effective at identifying and eliminating abnormal cells. It can also increase inflammation and disrupt normal cellular repair processes. Do you see how this connects? Your morning is not just a routine, it is a biological signal. It tells your body whether to operate in protection mode or survival mode. So here is what I recommend to my patients. When you wake up, take just a few minutes. Breathe slowly and deeply. This helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of your body responsible for rest and repair. Allow your body to transition slowly into the day. Even a short walk, gentle stretching, or simply sitting quietly can lower stress hormone levels and improve circulation. Better circulation means oxygen and nutrients are delivered more efficiently to your cells, supporting their health. This may sound simple, but I have seen the impact it can make. Now let me be very clear. There is no single habit that guarantees you will never get cancer. Anyone who tells you that is not being honest. But there are habits that significantly reduce your risk. And this morning habit is one of the most overlooked and powerful because it influences everything else. Your energy levels, your metabolism, your immune system, and your inflammation levels. Now here is something I want you to think about. If you knew that a simple change in your daily routine could give your body a better chance at staying healthy, would you ignore it? Most people do not ignore it intentionally. They just do not realize how important it is. That is why I am telling you this today. Because I have seen both sides. I have seen people who ignored small habits and paid a heavy price. And I have seen people who made small, consistent changes and transformed their health. Now, before I continue, I want you to do something. If you are still watching this, it means you care about your health. So take a moment and ask yourself, what is the first thing I do every morning? Be honest, because that answer might reveal more than you think. Now let's go a little deeper. There is another hidden danger in morning routines that many seniors are not aware of: skipping breakfast entirely and then overeating later. This pattern can disrupt your metabolism and increase inflammation over time. When you skip meals, your blood sugar can drop too low, and your body responds by releasing stress hormones. Later, when you finally eat, you may consume more than your body needs, causing a large spike in blood sugar and insulin. This cycle puts stress on your metabolic system. Your body thrives on balance, not extremes. So whether you choose to eat early or slightly later, the key is to nourish your body properly when you do. Now I want to share something personal from my years in surgery. There were moments standing in the operating room when I wished I could go back in time for my patients, not to perform a different surgery, but to guide them years earlier, to show them that prevention is not dramatic. It is quiet. It happens in small choices repeated daily. And that is why this conversation matters, because you still have that opportunity. Right now. Today. Not next year. Not someday. Today. Now, before we come to the end, I want to leave you with one powerful truth. Your body is not your enemy. It is constantly trying to protect you. Every healthy choice you make supports that effort. Every harmful pattern you break strengthens it. So starting tomorrow morning, or even better, starting today, you have a choice. A simple choice to begin your day in a way that supports your body instead of silently working against it. And if this message has opened your eyes even a little, then I want you to stay connected, because there is so much more you need to know, and I will be sharing it with you. Take a moment right now and like this video so more people can see this life-changing information. Subscribe to the channel, because what I share here could one day help you or someone you love avoid sitting in a doctor's office hearing words no one ever wants to hear. And I want you to comment below. Tell me this: what is the first thing you usually do when you wake up? Be honest, because your answer might help someone else realize something about their own habits. I will see you in the next video. And until then, take care of your mornings, because your mornings may be quietly shaping your future.